Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight in no flex. The live was 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, Dave Walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar.
Why won't Jojo fight Haney? Because Haney hasn't been promoted right. He has. Who knows Haney here? I would rather do Ryan Garcia versus Jojo Diaz. So
he was barely 22, but carrying the weight of his father's demons. Teofimo Sr. was a teenage drug dealer back in the 80s. He was 14 when his father died of a heart attack, 17 when his mother took her life.
I wanted to kill the whole world. I did a lot of bad things. I never killed nobody. Thank God. That anger, that rage that I still have inside of me is never going to leave me.
Under all that rage, though, was a sense of shame. Failure he'd redeemed through his youngest child, his only son, the boxing prodigy he'd steered to a title. Could anyone else have made him the fighter he is today?
No.
Nobody?
Never. No. We have a mutual thing, like something is connected to us. In the other sense, like when he's fighting in there, I feel like I'm the one fighting in there with him.
I see him with a belt with 15 fights, you know, and then I see him taking all the belts with 16 fights when we beat the out of Lomachenko.
Yeah, he talks this and I back him up. Stress, that pressure, winning that belt, it ain't even about, I know I'm a champion. I'm gonna be real with you. I already know I'm a champion. I don't need a belt to tell me I'm a champion. I'm a world champion as a husband. I'm a world champion as a son. I'm a world champion as a brother. I'm a world champion in life, man.
Y'all fake it till y'all make it. Y'all fake it till y'all make it. What y'all do, man? Y'all don't want to fight. Y'all don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. We can definitely make it happen. You're on the zone, man. Why are you so much? Don't talk that. My thing is like, yo, y'all do all this, but y'all don't really want to fight. Can we do it right here on the zone? Yo, we can do it anywhere. You here? We can do it anywhere. ESPN, the zone, it don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all definitely be on that, man. That belt, that don't mean nothing. When you finish with 10 belts, y'all hold that belt. I'm surprised y'all ain't bring it today. I'm surprised y'all ain't bring it today. January. Let's do that. Right back to back. Are we gonna fight in the zone? Look at y'all.
Exactly.
Look at y'all. What you talking about?
That's easy.
Yo, I'm definitely, oh man, I eat shit, bro. I eat shit. I'm hungry. I eat with my motherfucking hands. I eat with my motherfucking hands.
Are we doing it or
I
not?
eat with my motherfucking hands.
Are we doing it or not?
No. I just want to let him know. I just want to let them know what I'm all about. I just want to know what's up.
Let's make it
You
happen.
don't want to do it.
Do that shit inside
You don't want to do it. Cause I ain't pussy, nigga. Never been. Not on my blood. Never been, bro. I'm from nigga. Yo, you been fed from a silver spoon your whole life. I know that shit. Hell yeah. Yo, sign the fucking contract.
Nobody, bro.
What happened to the meeting with Bob? 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 Exactly. What happened to the meeting? Yo, I like anybody. What the fuck? We don't test me. Win. You know that. Win. Anytime.
We know what they calling you.
All right, yo. On everything. Anytime.
It's a deal.
Come on, man.
It's a deal. Come on, man.
Excuse me. Let me go. I ain't pussy. Nah, bro. Never been. Never been.
You was a manual. Check on it.
I check with your father because he the boss of that nigga.
He's the boss. Shake on it with him.
I run my
Shake on it with him. He run it. He run it. He run it. Shake on it.
You ain't running shit, bro. Come on, bro. We run shit, bro. You ain't got no partnership with nobody. We got partnership with people.
I know that's how you want to do it.
Who you with?
I know this shit. This shit is whack. This shit right here is whack.
After
It's whack, bro.
He shook on it. This is after Cambosos on the zone.
We're fucking you. On that shit.
That's it. You handle your business with Cambosos.
Back it up.
Let's
do this.
Watch this shit.
Let's do this shit.
Everything. Watch this shit.
What?
And when I knock this nigga out, watch this shit. How y'all gonna
I don't want you guys stepping up to us after we fucking knock your ass out.
All right.
Yeah, of course we gonna put them on the line, motherfucker. I want, and we putting shit that's real. They're so retarded, man. I mean, nobody knows shit about boxing, man. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums. You know what I'm saying? They're bums, bro.
No, but
because
let me ask you.
they gotta go in the inside to throw their punches and connect. You know, why you think Floyd destroyed Canelo? Huh? Because Canelo's an inside fighter. Lomachenko's an inside fighter. All these guys, Triple G can't do nothing unless he's inside. All these guys are inside fighters. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you stand still and you're faster than them, you're quicker than them, you're smarter than them, and you know what they're gonna do before they do it, they freeze. That's what we call it. The phrase is freeze.
Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex.
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
Yo, I was running my mouth and I didn't even add myself to the damn layer. My bad, y'all. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to Mighty LDBC. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm running my mouth. Well, basically, you ain't missed nothing. I was just clowning this dude. Everything that I played for you, was to build my case. Yeah, exactly. No! My bad, y'all. My bad. But y'all digging the line of Richie. Y'all know where I'm going with this. So check it out, man. Teofimo Lopez is a coward, a liar. He's a deceiver. But the dangerous part is people will believe what he says out of convenience because they don't like what he's up against. And surprise, surprise, you can hate Devin Haney all you want. That's no longer on the table. Now we're talking about other people. And shout out to BFTB. I just watched this video this morning. And salute to everybody. I done did the roll call. Y'all ain't even hear it. I'm sorry. Love y'all, man. Come to find out, that 11 million was on the table for Devin, Keyshawn, and Boots. So money was never the issue. Now, reverse the roles. Devin's trying to fight everybody. This clown is trying to pick and choose. You know, you're not in a position to pick and choose anything. Boots said, I'm busy. I'm trying to be undisputed at 47. He's trying to drain Devin down a 140. And Keyshawn, holy crap. He's shaking. He's shaking. So here's the deal. I played those videos so y'all understand what kind of person he is. I played all those videos. He's failed as a husband. He's failed as a father. His father failed him, as per the video. You seen that. He's cut from his dad's cloth, and the cloth ain't real because he's raising a racist. Here's why I call him a coward. How you gonna let Keyshawn and his camp whoop on your daddy ass and you did nothing? That's the word. And you don't debate it. All right? You smiling Canelo face, right? But your daddy was calling them bums. When Devin pressed you before the Kambosos fight, you say, when we handle Kambosos business, then we'll spin the block. Whatever you said, you didn't keep your word. He's telling Devin, oh, I'm surprised you ain't bring the belts with you right now. I'm surprised you ain't got them right now. Canelo wins undisputed, right? He wins undisputed. You show up to the Cater Plant fight with all of your belts. Why? Why'd you do that? What's that about? Let me remind y'all. Let me pull up the Now look, this was Canelo's night. This was Canelo's night. Now his daddy done talk all this ish about Canelo and Triple G. He tells Bill and Dev, oh, fake it till you make it. I'm surprised you don't have the belts with you right now. What's this?
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? I'm surprised you ain't bring the belts with you right now. You show up to the Canelo Alvarez fight. Canelo just made a bit of history, undisputed at 168. This punk jumps into the picture with all of his belts. Why did you bring your belts to that damn fight? For what? And you're not even undisputed, you clown. Look at Canelo's face in this pic, y'all. It's like he's talking without moving his mouth. Like, what the fuck is he doing here? How do you say, what the F is he doing here in Espanol?
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
One was really undisputed. The other one wasn't. Todd French in that super chat salute, he said, can the 2% that said no please come to the front of the congregation and give some logical explanation why you said no? Hashtag indefensible. Cook Drew. Yeah, somebody, I ain't checked the I didn't check the poll yet. I'll check it. The 2% says no, but they won't say anything. They won't say anything logical. They'll come up here with the insults and F you, and if I drop a link, they'll come on here and start cussing and screaming. And look, when the dust settles and all the emotions, you can get that off. You can't defend this, especially what I'm about to play, especially what I learned this morning. It was 11 mil across the board. And Turki Al-Sheikh called this punk on the phone and said, well, I got Keyshawn for you. He started crying over the phone. Man, Keyshawn punked this dude totally. Devin punked this dude totally. Devin punked him. Keyshawn punked him. And Bush just sunned him. He said, man, I ain't got time for this. I'm trying to be undisputed. Fight him for what? Cameron Field, salute, Queen. She says, peace and blessings to you. Salute to you, Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bush just sunned him. Like, man, deal with you for what? So he got sunned and punked 2 times. Devin has punked this chump for 6 years. 6. That's breaking news, brother. That's breaking news. He just retired, so they're gonna let him keep the belt. He retired, they're gonna let him keep the belt while he's on the surgery table. Okay. Loma, good riddance. Goodbye. He didn't need my help in promotion. He was a decent fighter. But now he can go sit his ass down somewhere and, now watch this. Here's the funny part. Here's the new game. How many black fighters are retired for the last 4 years? Right? I want y'all to write them down because I'm gonna write this down. I might make a show of this. The last 4 years, because you got to be retired for 2 years before you get considered for the Hall of Fame. It's 2025. He's retiring, so that means maybe in 2027. Who wants to bet that they put him in the Hall of Fame? Who wants to bet that they put him in the Hall of Fame in 2 years? And in the last 4 years, let's write down all the black fighters that have accomplished more than him in the ring that he'll get in the Hall of Fame before. Brooklyn born in that super chat, much love. He says, salute Drew, salute to the truth, speak the truth, and shame the devil. Hashtag LDBC. I'm on a job, brothers. I'm on a job. Last 4 years, let's write down the black fighters that have retired, right? And in 2027, Vasily Lomachenko will be in the Hall of Fame. Did that motherfucker even have 20 fights? I'm being serious. Perfect Black, salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. Did he even have 20 fights? I'm being serious. I don't know. Y'all educate me. Because you know why? I never said he was a trash fighter. I never said that. But from day one, on his first pro fight, he had 21 fights. Awesome. Never said he was trash. Never said that. What I did say was he didn't need my help in promoting. Devil's advocates say Hall of Famer. Okay. There's a lot of people that are Hall of Famers that are just not there. I'm saying in 2 years, he's going to go. Devil's advocate says amateur background. Let me highlight this, because let me park here for a minute. Devil's advocate, I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. And don't block him. He's not doing anything. This is his opinion. That's fine. When Andre Ward was active, like not retired, right? There was something that I found very strange. He was active the same time Floyd Money Mayweather was active. What I noticed was that they received equal amount of hate, and these are two different men. Floyd Mayweather, I understood he was the villain. He was throwing money at the screen. He was very belligerent. So people, he made the public hater. Andre Ward was quiet, married man, laid back, son of God. Same level of hate. And I remember when they had that Super 6 tournament. And I remember saying, hey man, I got Andre Ward winning that whole damn thing. And I remember being met with a lot of resistance. This was before I had a channel. And the resistance was, oh, that's him, Mag of the South. Okay, well, you know, he can hang out here. As long as we're just talking boxing. And I remember the treatment. And when I said, I think he's going to win, all I was met with was, Andre Ward's always injured. He's always injured. He wins the Super 6 tournament. I said, that's great. Some time goes by. And a guy named Gennady Golovkin, Brothers UK, salute. A guy named Gennady Golovkin starts moving and shaking around HBO, whatever, and they start putting him in the same sentence as Marvin Hagler. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Gennady Golovkin. I used to enjoy his work, and he's another guy. He didn't need my help. He did not need my help. Because I already knew what the privilege was going to be. I was just trying to enjoy watching his career. I was like, let's see what he does. Right? He tries to go to 168 for Chavez Jr. And Andre Ward says, if you're going to come to my side of town, Devil's advocate, don't address anybody else in my chat, because me and you, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Because I'm trying to make a point here. Don't. You ain't got to go back and forth with anybody. He tried to go to 168 2 times to fight Chavez Jr. And I said, Ward said, if you're going to come up to my neck of the woods, you facing me, Triple G, Little G. He's the one that started calling him Little G. So you ain't coming to 168 and picking and choosing. You fighting me. And I remember the boxing public calling Andre Ward a bully for bullying little old Triple G. Well, Triple G ain't fight him. This video when he talked to Ellie Setback, and they said, what about the Triple G fight? He says, no, not today. Andre Ward, he's too much. He's a good boy. It's too much, not today. In other words, he ducked. And I remember everyone saying, hey, man, he don't understand English that well. No. No to a fight is universal. Do you want to fight him? No. That's it. That's what I heard. That's what he said. That's what he said. So fine. But they accused Andre Ward of being a bully. Then they said, well, why don't you go up in weight and fight Sergey Kovalev? He said, okay. And he did it. I ain't going to get through the whole rigmarole. He had 2 fights at 175. All right, 2 fights. And he dominated. Y'all didn't like the outcome of the first fight. He rematched him because, you know, when a black fighter has a close fight, you got to run it back immediately. He did that, and this time he knocked Kovalev out, and now y'all saying he was hitting him low. So I'm glad Andre Ward retired on top because he understood that there was nothing that he could do to make people just ease up and say, you know what, he's great. Nothing. Triple G was the victim. Kovalev got robbed. And I said, man, Triple G ain't shit. He's okay, but he ain't shit because I got tired of hearing it. And you know what people say? And this is why I'm saying this. This is why I'm sounding long-winded devil's advocate. You know what they throw in our face? I said, man, Andre Ward's a Hall of Famer. He's legendary. He's a Hall of Famer. He won the Super Six. You know what people used to say to me? Oh, well, the Super Six was 1 million years ago. Well, you know, devil's advocate, you know it was 3 million years ago? Lomachenko and Golovkin's amateur career.
What?
That's right. Those dudes stay in the amateurs until they're like 30. Beating up on 12-year-olds or whatever they got going on over there. Then they come over here and they talk about an amateur career. By the time they get here, the amateur career be over by like 5 years. Something like that. But they have 1 million fights over there. They fighting bears and all kinds of weird shit over there. Then they come over here and all they do is throw their amateur careers in our face. I don't care about the amateur career. You know why I don't care, devil's advocate? Here's why I don't care. First fight over here, I don't even know who he fought, but he won. Bob Arum stood in front of us, in front of the world, and said he hasn't seen anything this great. He's talking about Lomachenko since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. And I looked at him, I watched him say that. I said, here we go. I just want to watch Lomachenko fight. And he just hijacked this guy from me. Because Lomachenko is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed foreigner. He's a short white man. And America's looking for a hero. And they're just tired of all these black motherfuckers and these Mexican motherfuckers running around here dominating the sport. We need something that we can relate to. Enter Vasily Lomachenko. And what happened? He fucked around and lost his second pro fight. There it is. And I said, ooh, look at that. And you know what's crazy, devil's advocate? They never said run it back. You know what I heard? Oh, he was winning the second half of the fight. Oh, Orlando Salido was hitting low. And he won the second half of the fight, so he ain't got to run it back. What? And he didn't run it back. And he kept getting opportunities. He had a tough fight against Gary Russell. Never ran it back. See what I mean? So pardon me if I'm not on the Lomachenko train. He don't need my help. Will he end up in the Hall of Fame? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But that amateur career, I'm good on that, brother. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. And I hope I was clear on that. My brother Thomas in that super chat, much love. He said Loma is a Hall of Famer, but shouldn't be first ballot. He doesn't have one great win on his resume. Tell me a memorable win. I don't think anyone can. No. You know what you're gonna hear, Thomas? I'm gonna tell you right now. As soon as I read that, you know what you're gonna hear? I think he beat Devin. No, he didn't. He cried and went to the hospital with broken ribs. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? I watched that fight. I scored it 9-3. Y'all don't count body shots? Y'all don't count ring generalship? Stop it. He lost badly. Cry about it. But he'll end up in the Hall of Fame. Don't worry about it. He'll end up there. And he retired this morning. Fine. Cool. Some will miss him. I won't. Let me say this, though. Hey, man, Tank, you fucked up, bro. That was supposed to be your key win right there. I wanted that win for Tank so bad 6 fucking years ago. I said, ooh, Tank, get him. Didn't do it. You know who got a win over Loma? Teofimo. You know who got a win over Loma? Devin Haney. You know who was trying to get him in the ring? Shakur. Oh, well, Tank tried to get him. Yeah. 6 years later, when he was old and broken up, this back issue that he had, don't think for 2 seconds everybody in the industry didn't know about it. The difference is Devin been chasing that guy. Been chasing him. Whole time. But y'all go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame, though. Y'all go right ahead. Y'all put him in the Hall of Fame. So these guys don't need my help. Oh, the Crusher and Kovalev, he killed someone in the ring. I'm like, okay. All right, fine. Y'all do it. Y'all go ahead and promote it. Y'all don't need my help. You don't need my damn help. You don't. Tony, what up? You don't need my help. None of y'all need it. Those guys don't need my help. Loma don't need my help. Triple G don't need my help. Kovalev, they don't need my help. And those guys all could fight. My job is to get up here and just say what happened. And that's what I'm doing. I'm saying what happened. When Teofimo schooled Josh Taylor, I said what happened. Go check my resume. I wasn't clowning on that video. I said, yo, Josh Taylor got schooled. Josh Taylor looked like he never had a fight in his life. Teofimo made him look like he was standing still. I said what happened. When Ryan Garcia beat Duarte, me and Stormy got up here and we said what happened. We said, yo, he looked good. If he can keep this up right here, he's going to be a problem. That's what we said because we talk boxing. Come on now. Y'all don't hear us when we say shit like that. When Tank's stupid ass BBL having baby mama tried to get him killed by those white folks, I got on here and I blew a gasket. I'm like, yo, she's trying to get this young man killed. Whenever these bitches call the police on you, and she living up in his house, spending his money, has his children, and she tearing up the house, putting his toothbrush in feces. I was like, no. There's a line. She tried to get him killed. I said, what happened? Y'all don't see when I do that, though. When I say, hey, man, Loma's a duck. Hey, Teofimo's a duck. Hey, man, Shakur being a bitch and a duck. These dudes being ducks. All of a sudden, y'all hear when I say that, though. Fuck out of here, man. Main biker in that super chat salute. He says, Rigo and Loma had same Emmy record. No Rigo hype, though. Yo, you know what? You're right. How many times have you heard me mention anything about Rigondeaux's amateur record? I don't think I ever have. I say he has the most... oh, my God. Guillermo Rigondeaux should lead the charge in the new Black Murderers Row. I'm dead serious. He was done the dirtiest in this era of boxing. The dirtiest. And nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. Complete trash. And my thing is this: if you're gonna put this dude in the Hall of Fame, as soon as Rigo retire, you need to put him in it too. Makes me sick, man. But anyway, Teofimo Lopez. Let me check the polls. %. I said, is Teofimo a coward? 2%. Hey, on Pep Talk, 6% said no. I'm just curious, who voted no? I ain't gonna clown you too bad. I just want to ask why. I just want to ask why. Why don't you think he's a coward? 100% he's a coward, man. I don't care how you feel. That might be, those must be his family members or something. I don't care how you feel, because you know what happens? Women women, they react off of feelings. When they decide to take action, normally it's due to how they feel. It's how I felt. You see, when you watch these shows, you know, there's 1,001, 1,000,001 panels, and there's men and women. When a woman answers a question, how often does she say, well, because I feel like, yeah, you feel? You feel. But what's the situation? What's the logic? F your feelings, ma. F your feelings. Adrian, you funny as hell. F your feelings. You feel like he should be a good baby daddy? Let's review. You met him on the corner. He's always on the corner. He's been on the corner for 5 years. He never had a job. His mama live upstairs. She don't like him. He don't like her. He don't know his daddy. But genetically, his teeth are straight. He knows how to wash his ass. And he's over 6 feet tall and he's athletic because he played basketball every other day. So he looks good. So you felt that you can mold him and you felt that he'd be a good baby daddy. You felt that he would conform to what you wanted him to be. Sorry, you was just a piece of ass to him. And oh, and by the way, you knew about his 3 different baby mamas. And yet you felt that your kitty cat could change him. Nope. Nope. Now all men ain't shit because you made a bad decision. So to the people that voted no, with the exception of Adrian, all of this is breaking news. And shout out to BFTB. If y'all saw the video this morning, Tio was offered $11 million for all 3 of these guys. There was no reason for him to say no. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cameron, you are not lying, sis. You are not lying. Because when I see a dude be like, oh, you know, I feel, I say, oh boy. Men say the situation requires this. Well, here's the situation. Here's how I'm going to handle it. As soon as a dude say, well, I feel, what's your mama name, boy? Oh yeah, Copper. Oh yeah, Copper. If y'all don't know, Teofimo Lopez ex-wife. Let me see if I can get that picture for y'all. Teofimo Lopez ex-wife was seen with her new boyfriend, and unfortunately, it's not a good look for him. I mean, word on the street is that's a tough act to follow, and he's in his feelings. You know, truth be told, I don't know if that's his ex-wife or his sister, but I heard both of them like those nightsticks. I mean, that's the word on the street. That's the roast right there, so I ain't got to go there. Yep. There you go. Hey, man, if y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know who that was, if y'all know, y'all know. And if you know, you a pervert. Sugar B. Mars in the building. Salute, Queen. Oh, my God. That's his sister? Oh, boy. He's like, no. She's like, yep. She's like, yeah, buddy. She like, lightweight? Oh, there's no escape, man. Oh, boy. He tight. He tight. Yeah, he's upset, man. He's upset. It's okay. Because Lex loves MILFs. You know, I met this dude a couple of times. He went to give me a pound. I was like, nah, we dap it up, man. I don't need to shake your hand, brother. I know what you do with it. I was like, nah, we can dap it up, bro. He cracked up, man. He funny as hell. I was like, no. Let's dap it up, bro. I don't need to feel your palms, man. I know what you do with it. I'm good. He funny as hell, man. Shout out to Lex Steele. Don't give me a pound. I'll see what you do with it. Anyway. They like that quick nightstick. Anyway. Back to Teofimo. Oh, look. 20 people dropped off. They mad. Oh, y'all mad. All right, so let's go ahead and get with the phone call. So this band, this bitch-ass ninja, Tay, morning. Word on the block is he had got a phone call. You know what? Why don't I just play it for you? And shout out to Cigar Talk. Najee, if y'all don't know who Najee is, that's the brother. Y'all saw the video, kind of went viral, of the tall brother that stepped to T.O. and impressed him about this racist shit. That was Najee, and that's who's talking to Keyshawn in this clip. And salute the main biker back in that super chat salute. He says the hood already got their eyes on T.O. new wife. Yeah, that's not gonna last. He gonna do something crazy. She gonna say she'll be home at 8 and come through the door at 8:02. Oh, why you late? Where was you? Hanging with Lex Steele. Divorce. I don't know, man. You're gonna need that 11 mil because you're gonna need to come up. You're gonna need to pay her half of that. But anyway, so let's play. This is from Cigar Talk. Salute, fair use, y'all. Just listen to the audio. Listen, this is Najee and Keyshawn Davis.
My lawyer, Turki, and his people. It's really about eight, 9 of us. And we were in this room, we just talking boxing, but it's really kind of based around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, he just asked me like, yo, Key, who would you like to fight?
Yeah. Who you said? What's the first name you said, nigga? Who was the first name?
T.O.
Whoa! What the
Go. So Keyshawn with the smoke. First name he said was T.O. This is how I know that story is real. This is how I know that story is real about the sparring session and he started whooping on T.O. and Lopez Sr. says, get out the ring. That's why we don't spar niggas, whatever happened. And he got his ass kicked because of that. This is how I know it's real because he's not done with him. He's not done with him. And T.O. ain't saying his name. In fact, did he not stand on stage and cop a plea? Well, sit on stage and put the paper in front of his... He put a book or a paper in front of his face and the shit was upside down and he's talking to him because he didn't want people to see what he had to say. Didn't that happen? This is a man that whooped on you and your father. He whooped on you in the ring and beat your father's ass for some racist shit. You stood there like a coward. Had that same cowardly look on his face when Najee pressed him. What? I didn't say it. I mean, what? You know, it's just about a banana. What? I didn't say anything. Oh, what? He's a pro fighter. On a street level, he's a fucking coward. I'm telling you. Just because you got a skill set in the ring, you ain't no street nigga. And these dudes out here, they ain't playing with you, bro. I ain't gonna turn the conversation into that, but he knows what it is. He knows what it is. But let's get back to this conversation. Because on the couch, it's 2 dudes that pressed him. Well, one whooped his ass. The other dude pressed him. And salute to Najee. Thank you for this. And thank you for pressing T.O.
Yo,
T.O.
we need
I said
that.
T.O. gang. Well, I
Yeah.
said 3 other people. I said T.O., Isaac Cruz.
Yep.
And I said one more person. I forgot who the other person was, honestly.
T.O., Eastside Cruz, and the third person escapes him.
But yeah, I said T.O. and Isaac Cruz for sure. You know what I'm saying? I would love to fight them guys. I feel like it's just an action-packed fight, and I feel like it wouldn't be boring. I think it is worth for the people to come out and support some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep going.
That's fire.
I'm gonna keep going. So when I said T.O., his eyes lit up. He's like, "You wanna fight T.O.?
Oh,
you wanna fight T.O.? You wanna fight T.O.?"
Hold on. Was this before? Because I seen you wrote a post on Twitter before, like T.O. was up, and I think somebody added Turkey, and he responded with boxing gloves. Was that before that, or that was after?
That was after, gang.
Oh, that was after.
That was after. So let's be clear. Teofimo knew that this brother was on his bumper. He knew that. He knew that. Y'all understand the meme now? Oh, wait, hold on. We getting to it.
After game, so he
All
still
right.
entertained
So he
this
already
shit.
know, yeah. All right.
So boom, I'm like, he said, "You wanna fight T.O.? I fight T.O." I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna fight T.O." Like he trying to see if I'm dead serious. I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna fight T.O." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Call T.O. Put him on the phone. Call T.O."
Call T.O., put him on the phone. So they call up Lionel Richie. No, he didn't call Lionel Richie. Who's my age? You remember that song? Hello, is it me you're looking for? Yeah. So now we at the part where he calls him on the phone. Yo, Turkey's an instigator, bro. They in there laughing. They're like, "Yo, call him on the phone. Call him on the phone." Oh my God! So they called him on the phone.
Oh shit! I like Turkey. I like how to see the movie. I told him.
Yeah, right.
I like that.
He calling this shit, right? Man, I couldn't believe this shit myself, right? So I hit him with, he don't know I'm there. So Turkey like, "Yo, Key, I got somebody." No, I'm not Key. He said, "Yo, T.O., I got somebody here that said that whoop your ass. The next great. T.O. like, "All right, okay, we'll put him on the phone. Who is he? Let me see him."
Let me see him.
He don't know it's me though, right?
Right.
So he go from smiling when I see him, he go from smiling to
Hey, yo. Hold on, bro. T.O. got the phone. They FaceTiming, right? Because he didn't call him on the phone. He FaceTimed him. He said, "All right, well, who you got?" He gave the phone to Keyshawn, yo. And T.O. was like, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, yo, who you got for me? Who you got for me?" He sees Keyshawn.
It's no lie, gang. So I'm like, "Yeah, I told you I was gonna meet you right here, right? Told you I was gonna meet you right here, right?" Then I was like, he was just looking like, "Man, what you mean? I said, "Yeah, you got no choice but to fight me now. What's up? You got no choice but to fight me." He said, I'm the champion. I always got a choice, bitch ass." Right?
Don't get mad at me. I'm not telling the story. I'm just telling y'all what happened. Well, I'm letting you hear what Keyshawn said. And watch this. If Keyshawn lying, what does T.O. got to do for $11 million? The same thing he was supposed to do with Devin for $11 million. The same thing he was going to do with Boots for $11 million. Fight. Boots don't want no smoke. You want to say he ducked you? Fine. Go ahead. Boots got bigger fish to fry. Don't include you. So fine. Boots ducked you. If you want to say that, fine. It's bullshit, but fine. What about Devin? That was there. You said no. Now what about Keyshawn, bruh? What about Keyshawn? Uh-oh.
So I'm like, so Turkey snatched the phone away from me, and let me see, I'm gonna word this. He like, "Yo, T.O., Keyshawn, fight Keyshawn, fight Keyshawn."
He hyped it. Like, okay.
T.O. say, No, Turkey, you promised me boots. You promised me boots. What about the boots fight? What about the boots fight?
Damn.
Turkey say, what about the boots fight? You got Keyshawn want to fight you right here. He said no.
Here's why this is crazy. See, yesterday, I was under the impression different fighter, different price. Now, mind you, none of this matters because this is a dude, his biggest payday was $900,000. And prior to that, he said he never touched $1 million and he was beefing about that. So, okay, fine. This is going to supersede anything he's ever done in his career. And I was under the impression, under normal circumstances, different fighter, different promotion, venue, and things of that nature, different price. In that instance, I would understand. He'd still be a punk, but I would understand. But shout out to BFTB because now we learn that it was the same price for all three of them. So financially, he's winning with all of these fights, all of them. Please explain why he turned down Keyshawn. He turned down Devin because you're afraid. Okay, why you didn't fight Keyshawn? See, with Boots, and I agree, with Boots, it was a win-win. You're getting paid, and no one expects you to win. He'd go in there and try, but Boots would eventually get him. But Boots said, man, I got shit to do. I'm trying to be undisputed. Why am I fighting this guy? Get out of here. To your female fans and Boots haters, you want to call that a duck? Fine. But Turkey said 11 million. It's the same money. Boots is busy. You don't want to fight Devin? We got Keyshawn here. What's up? This coward said no. So do you people, the 6% on Pep Talk, that said Tio's not a coward, the 2% or whatever, I ain't check it on Drew Titan LLC. I got the poll up on both channels. Who said this guy's not a coward? I need you to come front and center and explain to me. Who said he's not a coward? This doesn't make sense. I'm not even trolling at this point. Well, actually, me trolling comes from somewhere. And I agree with BFTB because I listened to the video this morning before I started my live. This has to be the biggest duck in history, only because it's under one umbrella and there were 3 fighters, 2 of which were available. Money wasn't the issue. It was his highest payday. How do you go from your highest payday being $900,000 to $11 million? Dude, your new wife should leave you because you're and hear me out. You're fucking up your bag with your wife. You're supposed to be taking care of your wife, man. She should be looking at you strange. Nigga, 11 million? What are you doing? What are you doing? You didn't even run it back with George Kambosos, man. Shout out to my race fans. I just said, whenever a black fighter, I don't care how popular or non-popular they are. Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a couple of close fights. He had to run it back. Jose Luis Castillo and Marcos Maidana. He had to run it back. He had to run it back. Teofimo lost to Kambosos, got dropped in the first round. He almost pulled a hat trick in round 10, but George is a dog. George is a dog. And George said, we can run it back. Tio didn't even run it back, and nobody held his feet to the flames. Why? Why not? Why not? So now you guys know it was 11 million for Boots, 11 million for Keyshawn, 11 million for Devin. He says no. So to the Teofimo Lopez fans, here's my question. What does he do next now? Because the fights were there and the money was there. Now what? You gonna tell me he's not a coward? I'm not making it up. Get mad at Keyshawn. Let's go back to what he said.
Oh, no. Tio said, no, you promised me Boots, man. Boots. Everybody in that room was like, oh.
Everybody in the room was in shock. I don't know who was in that room, but Keyshawn was there and Turkey was there. Now, if this is a lie, right? And you see, I want y'all to understand something. This is what sparked this right here. This was after that phone call. You ain't getting Boots. Boots has a path that he's following. You're not getting it. So what are you going to do now? Oh. Devin? Oh, okay. And he said, okay. But I believe in between the Boots and the Devin situation, this happened. So he said no. So Boots said no to him. Y'all want to call him a duck. It makes you feel good, whatever. Boots told him no. He told Keyshawn no. And Devin said, what's up? And out loud, he said, oh, okay, we can do it. And at the final hour, he never signed. So Teofimo Lopez fans, let me tell you what your man just did. You're not getting Boots. And if it makes you feel good, because it may feel good to say Boots ducked him, but we all know the truth. He don't need to fight Teofimo Lopez. He's at 147. He's trying to unify and become undisputed. Fine. Teofimo Lopez, he does not factor into that direction that Boots is going in. And plus, he has a built-in excuse. If I lose, I just lose. And what does that do for Boots? Nothing. He beats the smaller guy, but this nigga's up $11 million. Oh, I just tried to be great, you know. Not everybody tries to do what I do. I'm trying to be great. Nah. That's done. Keyshawn beat your daddy up, and he beat you up in Spartan and beat your daddy up out the ring for being a racist. That's the get back right there for $11 million. You don't want to do it. So then he says, fine, fight Devin Haney. Devin's like, I wanted this smoke for 7 years. And at the final hour, you say no. This dude is a coward. This dude just edged out AJ, y'all. Yes, he did. And there was a lot on AJ. There was one fight away from undisputed. And AJ allowed Eddie Hearn to dictate that whole thing. And we never got the fight. This right here, he just edged AJ. This is because I didn't know this shit with Keyshawn Davis. I didn't know that the 11 million was for all three of those guys. Whoever he fought, he was going to get the 11 million. So to your Teofimo Lopez fans, what does your man do next? Go to the PBC? Don't look now. Wait a minute. My brother Kano in the building. If I miss you to chat, know that I love you. Watch this. I got a notification last night. Barbershop Conversations just reported, and I'm just waiting. Fred just reported that Prime has severed ties with the PBC. Right before my head hit the pillow, I got a notification on my phone, and that's what Fred Hawthorne reported. Now, I'm just waiting, but let me just point something out to y'all. He told y'all Showtime was getting out of the business of boxing. And everyone said he was crazy. Brian, hey, salute. Good to see you, brother. Everyone said he was a hater, he was a liar. And what happened like 3 months later? Steve Espinoza, y'all know Perfect Black, yeah. Steve Espinoza, he announced that Showtime had X amount of dates and boxing is good over there. And like a month later, they left, boxing left Showtime. It was like, what happened to all these dates? There's a reason why y'all haven't seen Errol Spence in the ring, y'all. There's a reason why. He was supposed to fight Fundora. What happened? You see what I mean? This isn't all Errol, man. Nope. Who's Will Powers? Wrenches. Y'all know what to do with him. Have fun. He's in here trolling with nothing. He has nothing to say. You know why? I'm not lying on Tio. I'm not lying on Tio. These are the facts. Take your energy and go to Keyshawn. You can reach out to these athletes and writers and everybody. Like you're here this morning watching me, angry because I'm telling the truth about Tio. Angry. I got more moderators than subs. How many subs do I have? Let me see. I have 9,900. No, I have 9,019 subs. There's not 9,000 people in my chat, so I just debunked you. His name is Will Powers. You don't have enough willpower not to watch me every morning because I'm sexy and I know it. Everything I say, everything I do, you watch me. I put up a jump rope video, you watch me. Every morning you're here. But you just can't help yourself when I'm telling the truth about a dude that got fucked up fronts. Oh, you don't see him because he's gone. I'm sexy and I know it. Homosexual. Guess what? You will never see me in a chat on a channel that I don't fuck with. You've never seen me there. And if I've been there, been disrespected, I never went back. It's as simple as that. $2025 is special, right? I mean, think about what's been happening so far. Loma just retired this morning, according to reports. Teofimo's entire whole card has been pulled. And you know what? Do not miss. Blue Blood was supposed to debate Punch Drunk yesterday, but he had some personal family stuff he had to do. He went live, but he had some things to do around the house. He's having that debate this morning. I mean, this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Okay? Because this morning, the news that was broken about him getting $11 million across the board for anybody, and he said no. That's just breaking news. That's just breaking news. So it's gotten habitually worse. It's gotten habitually worse. Now, the clowns can come in here and talk about, hey, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Don't blame me. This is Keyshawn Davis revealing this. Why are you mad at me? Go DM Keyshawn. Go tweet Keyshawn. Go talk to him. Go disrespect Turki out of Sheik. Because he didn't say that Keyshawn's lying. I'm saying, hey, you heard this? And niggas come in here mad at me. Hello? Let's go back to Keyshawn. Shout out to Lionel Richie, the king of light-skinned Negroes.
God, that's crazy.
For the same bread.
So now, he said the same bread. Let me bring it back a little bit. So now, Tio's whole card been pulled. Keyshawn is like, everybody's in the room like, oh, snap. He's being a bitch. I'm going to take it from this part. Look. And he says for the same bread. Listen to
Fight. Turki say, what about the Boots fight? You got Keyshawn want to fight you right here. He said, no. Tio said, no, you promised me Boots, man. Boots. Everybody in that room was like,
oh my God. That's crazy.
For the same bread,
oh,
the same bread.
For the same bread. The same bread. There you go. There you go. But low IQ motherfuckers want to come in here and get mad at me. This is Keyshawn talking. I'm just saying, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. For the same bread. There you go. There you go.
Bread you gonna fight.
Same bread.
Nigga, yes. The same bread he's gonna take for Boots. He was like, Turki was like, fight Keyshawn. He's right here.
Yeah.
Just give me whatever.
So you think he ducking then for real? That's ducking then.
That's scared.
There it is. That's scared. Fuck ducking. He's scared. He's a coward. A coward. There's no way. Listen. Do not miss the debate between Punch, because Punch Drunk is Tio's friend. Now, let me tell you something, man. What does BFTB always say? He's cool with these people behind the scenes. You heard him say, how many times you heard him say, but don't put me in a position where I'm going to have to hold your feet to the flames? Because he'll do it. I feel the same way. If you're my boy, you're my homegirl or whatever, I'll defend you. But I'm not going to defend the indefensible. As small as my brand is, I have a brand. And how cool are we really when you're going to do something stupid to make me question your integrity? You're not thinking about my brand at all. So it's not going to matter. And you shouldn't get mad at me if I tell the truth. Because if this was Devin, what would my comment section look like? What would my chat look like right now? If Devin had the same phone call and said, nah, I'm not fighting. Y'all be calling him a duck. Y'all try and call him a duck. Y'all put labels on him that don't even apply. Pillow fist. Ask Lomachenko about his ribs after they fought. Ask Ramirez about his ribs. Ask all the people that Devin knocked out. Pillow fist. Ask them. He's a runner. Where'd you get that? His last fight? I thought it was Ramirez's job to cut the ring off. He didn't do anything different. He didn't make Devin. He didn't make Devin do anything different. So Devin said, "I'm gonna beat him with a couple of hooks to the body and a jab." Got out of that fight unscathed, not a mark on his face, and they were supposed to have a stare down. After Ryan beat Rolly, there was supposed to be a stare down, and I was supposed to set up the fight in September. But what happened? Ryan liked to eat left hooks, get knocked down in the second round again. And now he's talking about he wants to take a break from the sport until next year. Oh, 2025, bro. So Ryan gets to cry about a hand injury, and he'll see you next year. Shout out to his fans. Why his fans ain't crying? And his girlfriend, Teofimo, $11 million across the board. You had Devin. Boots didn't work out. You had Devin and Keyshawn. You said no to everything. So I'm asking. You had a Teofimo fan come up in here with straight emotion, no facts. Or what the asshole come in here and say? Oh, he's a face of boxing. Oh, you don't know shit. Did I lie? I just played you the interview from Cigar Talk. Shout out to Cigar Talk. Shout out to Najee. And if Keyshawn's a liar, you're in the wrong spot. Don't tell me. I'm just playing what he said. Go directly to Keyshawn and say the same shit. You a liar. Exactly, Jarrell. I need to see, with Ryan's hand, I need to see x-rays and MRI if he got that too. I need to see the doctor who diagnosed him. I need to know where that doctor got his doctorate from. I need to see his patients. I need to see evidence. I need to see proof because I don't believe this kid. He's a liar. And we've learned that hand injuries are the most difficult to prove. Hell, he might have been high when he was talking. I don't know. So y'all put all these coats on Devin Haney. What you want to call all right, leave Devin Haney out of this equation. This is Keyshawn. Keyshawn with the phone call. What's going on? Greenville and Mike, I don't think he underperformed because he won. The purpose of that fight was to get out of that fight unscathed so he has no real injuries to get to the Ryan Garcia fight. So when you win, you didn't underperform. People that are saying he underperformed were expecting highlight reel knockouts and shit like that. No. And again, Greenville, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But Ramirez didn't make Devin Haney do anything different. That was his job. If I'm slapping you with a jab and I'm winning, boom, 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 you can't get out with a jab. I don't need to do shit else. Round 1, boom, 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 boom. You're doing good, kid. Round 2, boom, 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 boom. He can't get out of the way of the jab. Keep hitting him with the jab until he does something different. Oh, now he's slipping the jab. Okay, now we're gonna throw the right hand. Devin won. Ramirez had face damage and broken ribs. That's all that mattered. I had no problem with that fight because the goal was not to get into a dog fight because it had probably fucked up the Ryan Garcia fight. And in fact, Ryan Garcia had the easier opponent on paper, did he not? Because Rolly, come on, man. Isaac Cruz? Watch this. After the Isaac Cruz fight, I didn't hear anybody saying, yo, Rolly's done, Rolly's done, Rolly's done. No. He came back and won. He came back and won. Nobody said Rolly was done. I didn't even pick Rolly winning that fight. But after round 2, first of all, after round 1, it was official. I said Ryan's whole body looks different. His whole demeanor looks different. And all I heard was excuses for Ryan. He's like, oh, well, you know, it was unnatural. There was no crowd. Man, shut up. There wasn't enough people watching. Joe Townsend, salute. My hand broke. Your mascara got my eye. Rolly whooped your ass, bro, and dropped you in the second round. And shout out to Lou DiBella. He said, Peds matter. A lot of people said that. They said, man, look at what? You know why he got beat by Rolly? Watch this, y'all. Because Ryan Garcia is really not good. When he fought Devin, he was extremely overweight. Devin was in there with a goddamn cruiserweight. Fuck a light heavyweight. Devin Haney fought a cruiserweight that night who was on drugs. Period. And that's who they thought was going to be in the ring with Rolly Romero. Look at his physique versus Tank. Then look at his physique versus Devin. Then look at his physique versus Rolly. Look at his behavior, his temperament, all the drugs, the cocaine, everything was out. He was acting so crazy in 2024. See what I mean? Time reveals all truth. And you got outboxed by Rolly. No one saw that coming. Isaac Cruz ran in there and literally punched on Rolly and stopped him. I spoke to Rachel Donaire. Rachel said, yeah, Rolly's still having headaches. It's a week later. I said, damn, is he going to be okay? Rolly's a funny kid. I don't wish nothing bad on him. He came back, had a fight, won that, then got the Garcia fight and won that. There was no part of that fight that Ryan won. Where was that left hook? Derek James, they asked him, hey, man, what happened? And he just stared at the guy and walked off. Was the money worth it, Derek? Was the money worth it? Going into round 12, Turki Al-Sheikh tells Bill they're canceling the face-off because Ryan about to lose. No foul player. He shows up in the Batmobile and left looking like the goddamn Joker, crying in the goddamn car. All he had to do was win. Shit, maybe he should have fought Rolly like how Devin fought Ramirez. And we'd be talking about who's going to win in the rematch. And get this, the rematch was still available. It was still available. Who said no? Ryan did. What happened to you niggas? Get it back in blood ass niggas. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Rhetorical question. Y'all went the same way the black Pacquiao fans, the black Tards, the same way the American AJ fans, the American Fury fans, the American Golovkin fans, the American Kovalev fans. Y'all with them. My ass. I am True Maine. Salute, brother. He says Tio hates all black men due to what a few black men did to his ex-wife. Instead of handling it with her, he blames black men. He's the definition of coward. Well, in all seriousness, I don't know what happened in this marriage. I know, well, I heard that they're not together and she's dating a black man. That's all I know. All that other stuff is, that's just me clowning. But goddamn, it's just eerily weird how he has all this fire and venom towards black men, and his ex-wife is dating a black man now. That's just y'all do not miss Blue Bloods debate with Punch Drunk. Like I said, Punch Drunk is his friend, and I'm curious as to how he's going to defend this. How do you defend this? I'm curious. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna listen. I'm like, well, how do you? I want to know, is there something I'm missing? Somebody tag Keyshawn and tell him to tune in to Blue Blood Sports TV today. Somebody tell Keyshawn Davis that he's lying about this phone call. Somebody tell Turki out of Sheik that he's lying about this phone call. Hello? Rod Neal in this super chat salute. He says, that's like getting mad when you can't figure out how to stop someone from doing their favorite move in Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. It's up to you to stop it. Haney did his job. Exactly. He did his job. If you're a trainer, now listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Oh yeah, Mr. C, I already cooked Jamal. Fuck both of the Charlos. They're the same person. Did you know? I think they got kids, but did you know if Mel took a DNA test for Maul's son or daughter or vice versa, that he's the father because they have the same DNA? That's crazy, right? That's true for all twins. It's crazy. Anyway, if you're a trainer and your fighter goes out in the first round and he lands like 50 jabs, round 2, what do you tell him to do? Abandon the jab? No. 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 Keep pumping that jab. That's what you're going to tell him, right? Pump that jab. See what he does. Pump that jab. Round 2. Now you land 62 jabs. And it's worse. Now his eyes lumped up. He comes back. What do you tell your fighter? Hey, man, keep pumping that jab. Round 3. Now he cut. He comes back. Now it's like, oh, man, you winning this fight. Keep doing what you're doing. You get all, now he's tough. He's Mexican. He's tough. He's Argentinian. He's super tough. Round 12, his face looked like meatloaf for whatever reason. He hasn't quit. His corner hasn't thrown in the towel. The doctor done seen him 4 times. They're saying he could continue. The cuts are not in places where it could get in his eye, but he looked like meatloaf, and you fine. What do you tell your fighter to do? What do you tell your fighter to do? Do something different or keep pumping the jab. If you can win the fight with a jab, win it with a jab. Ramirez couldn't think outside the box. What do I talk about having a Marine mentality? Marines think outside the box. Shout out to all my people that all my law enforcement, all my armed forces. Salute to all of y'all. But Marines were special because they're the first ones in and the last ones out, and they're trained to think outside the box. Whenever they train for, when that fails, they're trained to do something different. But if whatever you're doing is working, don't change it. So you get your hand raised and you read the articles and everyone's saying, man, all he did was jab all night and move and jab and move and jab and move. Listen, man, whether Devin jabs and moves or if he sat there and threw 30 right hands, landed all of them, and all Ramirez did was shake it off and say, yeah, you can't punch. You know what we talking about? You know what be speaking about? You know what they be talking about? That night, Devin has no power. Devin couldn't bust a grape. Devin hit him with all these right hands and nothing happened. And I'd say, so the fuck what? Guess what? He landed all of those right hands. He threw 70 of them and landed 70 of them. I don't care if Ramirez ate all of them. He got a good chin. Maybe Devin's not the strongest puncher in the world, but how come he couldn't get out the way of those punches? What is boxing, y'all? The art of getting hit, the art of hitting and not getting hit. Hitting and not getting hit. The sweet science. If your first introduction to the sport of boxing, the first fight you see is goddamn Foreman and Lyle, oh God, no, wrong fight. If the first fight you ever saw was Gaddy Ward 1, wrong. If the first fight you saw was Hagler Hearns, wrong. G Road in that super chat, much love. He said Tio's wife is running around with some dude called the Punisher. Bro, wait a minute, is that for real? Oh, chill. Punisher is a stripper, bro. Oh, Main Biker. I see Main Biker and Mr. C talking. Yeah, Mr. C. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace to Mr. C because he passed. But I think he spelled it with 2 E's. I think he spelled it with 2 E's. Mr. C in the chat, did you know what he was saying? Yeah. You know, it's just a name. I know, but you might not know, Mr. C in the chat. You might not know. But I think Mr. C that passed, he spelled it with 2 E's at the end. That's Big Daddy Kane's former DJ, who had some issues of the prostitution nature. But the prostitute wasn't a female. And Mr. C has passed on, salute to him. But that was a big thing in New York, y'all. That was a big thing in New York. That was a real big thing in New York. Jay Good, you remember that? That was a big thing in New York. It was like, what? Oh, no. And Shorty, the dude blew him up. I was like, oh, it had video on him and everything. And he was still DJing at Hot 97. They had him on the Breakfast Club and everything, and he broke down in tears. Yo, chill, bro. Chill. Chill. And salute to Mr. C, man. I mean, he was a good DJ, man. He just, that shit came out. And, you live your life, man. That dude betrayed his trust, man. I mean, we could have did without knowing that. But he was on the Breakfast Club explaining himself. He got arrested. Yeah, Rod, he got arrested. And because he got caught with that damn thing in the car. And I believe if it wasn't that person, it was the dude he was seeing. Like he was seeing habitually, recorded him and blew him up. And I think that nigga tried to extort him or something and then leaked the video. And he was on the Breakfast Club crying because he's from the islands. And whatever black people don't deal with here on the islands, it's like amplified by 20. He said that, I'm from the islands and my family looked down on that. And I was like, ugh. That man's in his 50s, man. Just own it, man. If that's how you get down, just own it, bro. Yeah, but he's since passed on. John Jones videos now. What he do? I don't really fuck with John Jones no more. I really don't. When I saw him in that video with Ryan Garcia, told my blessed and highly favored, I'm like, yo, if he don't know what this dude did, because a lot of people, they claim they don't know, fine. Somebody should have told him. Because that was way after Ryan went on that racist tirade. I'm like, man, if you athlete's supposed to know. That's why, like, when I go to these events, I I'm not in a rush to be taking pictures with a lot of these fighters. I've gotten pictures with fighters. Trust me, there's a lot of dudes I got pictures with, and I'm like, I don't post everything right away. I'm like, all right, let me just chill with this for a minute. And then the nigga go ahead and do something stupid. I'm like, see, there it is. Glad I ain't posted. See? A lot of that. Now to 86, my brother in that super chat, salute, man. Much love and appreciation. He says, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, F. Teofimo and his dad, and F. Ryan, a.k.a. King Duck 2. Keep cooking these bozos. Salute to everyone in the chat. Hashtag F the haters. Hashtag we outside. Hashtag mandatory drug testing. All day. Yes. If Ryan, and I spoke about this yesterday to a buddy of mine. Let me be very clear. If Ryan Garcia, because he said he's not coming back next year, right? He's not coming back until next year. If he thinks he can get off the radar and duck drug testing, no. If he announces his retirement at any time, you know he's about to cycle on some shit. You know that. This is why I say, Bill, don't even fuck with that kid now. I'll see you next year. No. If he's not fighting now, don't give him another opportunity. This Teofimo dude, nah, that's it. That's it. This is the final straw with him. Y'all remember when Deontay said, you know what? I'm done with AJ. This is my last deal, and we're done. Then they ran around and said, oh, look, he's ducking. No. He was giving them everything. And at the last possible moment, he said, you know what? F that, 50-50, y'all playing. And then y'all say Deontay's ducking? Bullshit. J Bean, salute. Ty Boxer, salute. So two things might happen. Might. I'm not saying for sure. But I'm telling y'all to watch out for this. He already said his hands broke. He's going to take the rest of the year off. Fine. In the event that he announces his retirement, that's a Tyson Fury move, y'all. You announce your retirement so they can stop sending Vada around to collect your urine. So you already know what he's trying to do. He'll announce his retirement, and then 8 months from now, he'll start putting out videos of him jogging, and he'll be looking chiseled and hitting the bag with the left hook. Derrick James sitting there, looking like a burnt Uncle Fester. And then he'll start flirting with a comeback, and then he'll say, yeah, I'm good now. I'm coming back. And he'll come back 5 months after that. So everything can cycle out of his system so it won't show up. But the residuals will still be in his system. Then he'll start talking about Devin and Tank and whatever, if Tank is still around. Because, he's supposed to retire after 2025. You thought I forgot about that? Go! I didn't forget. So there you go. There you go. The moment he says he's retiring, he's on drugs, y'all. And that's why Devin shouldn't even deal with this dude anymore. Matter of fact, let me put this whole coat on Golden Boy Fighters. I don't trust anybody over there. If you're a promoter, if you're a manager, do you put your fighter in the care of Oscar De La Hoya? No. I'm not trusting my son in his care. This dude's a dope fiend. And let me remind y'all, when he was working with Canelo on the most important night of his life versus Floyd Mayweather, Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather, that day he checked in the fucking rehab. And that's why Canelo don't fuck with Oscar. That is a character flaw. That is a character flaw, y'all. Your prodigy is about to fight Floyd Mayweather. You checked in the rehab, bro. But cats want to run around and listen to Clapback Tuesdays. What happened to that? This man got caught with he was in fishnets, man. Chicks was suing him. He put his entire arm up to his elbow, inserted into a woman. That's what she said. Didn't he settle with that chick out of court? What you settling for? And you got the nerve to make a Diddy reference? These are the people that y'all choose to listen to when they talk about Devin Haney. Look at what Teofimo Lopez is doing now. Look at what's come out. And he's a racist. This guy's a walking character flaw. And y'all want to tell me about Bill? Look at who you listening to. Teofimo Lopez, character flaw. Oscar De La Hoya, character flaw. Ryan Garcia, character flaw. But anytime these niggas say something about Bill and Dev, y'all run behind them. You see why I look at you monkeys all difficult? Like, what's wrong with y'all? What did Devin do? Talk to me. What did Devin do? Y'all pillow fisted. Bullshit. I'm looking at those KOs. Ask every last one of those dudes he knocked out. Does he have pillow fists? They'll tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. What's wrong with Devin? He tried to fight Tank. You mad at him? Hello? What's wrong with Devin? He tried to fight who? Your favorite fighter? No matter who it is, he tried to fight him. What, you mad because he tried to fight Loma and then we finally beat him? He beat him. He finally fought him. He beat his ass. Loma dumps the belt on Devin because he didn't want to fight him. Got a mythical status that has since vanished. You don't know where it is. Ask Steven Espinoza to his face. He told me he heard Mauricio's phasing it out. He told me that to my face. I played that for y'all. I'm like, yo, the franchise status is how Jamal Charlo didn't get the goddamn Canelo fight. The franchise status is how Devin Haney didn't get the goddamn Loma fight at first. There was no justice for Jamal Charlo at that time. And what did y'all do to Devin? Y'all called him an email champion. Even Tank called him an email champion. But what does Tank do? Turns around. How did Tank get that WBA strap? Or was it the WBO? No, it's the WBA. How did he end up with it? Did he fight for it? Or is that Devin's old belt? Shakur, how did he get his belt? Did he fight for it? Or is that Devin's old belt? Devin tried to fight all you niggas before he went to 140. And I was met with so many excuses. Coach Cal telling Marco, are you gonna fight Devin? Oh, at what weight though? I'm sorry, you didn't say that with Mario Barrios, and you knocked him into a somersault. You fight at 135 and you still drained Ryan Garcia. And you made sure he wasn't on drugs. But when Devin got in the ring, you want to say he's not on drugs and Ryan's not a cheater. You call Ryan a cheater, motherfucker, before you signed to fight him. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Xavier, what up? Greenville and Mike, what do you mean right here? You said Oscar, Bill, Ryan, T.O., Victor, Conti, etc. all have character flaws. I didn't mention Victor Conti not one time. Why are you mentioning Victor Conti? I'm going to show you something, Mike. Greenville, I'm going to show you something. The only reason why you're bringing up Victor Conti is because Ryan Garcia brought him up. Victor had nothing to do with what Bill and Ryan and Devin were dealing with. Name one snack fighter. Name one snack athlete, because there's a bunch of athletes that use the snack program. Name one that popped dirty while using the snack products to the point where they have to come off the market. Name one. Go ahead. I'm going to show you something. This is a teachable moment. And while you figure that out, oh boy.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Name one lie that Bill got caught in, Greenville and Mike. Because you're saying what the public says. Name one lie that Bill has got caught in. Now, Miguel Bula says, I'm pretty sure Devin will duck Super L if it comes down like everybody else. Okay. I take it you're Latino. What are we going to tell Miguel, bro? Because Miguel is late to the party. This Super L Matias thing was debunked in 2024 in January. Miguel, you're late to the party, bro.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
You're late. But I'll educate you. Super L already ducked Devin. After Devin beat the shit out of old boy. Wait, hold on, y'all. 1 second. Oh, okay. After he beat the shit out of Regis Prograis, Bill Haney was contacted by Peter Khan. Why? We don't know. But Peter Khan says, we can get you the Super Del Matias fight. Come to find out that Peter Khan has no affiliation with Team Matias, Miguel. He has no affiliation with him. So they tried to call Bill a liar. Oh, you didn't talk to the team. He said, well, Peter Khan called. Oh, well, Peter Khan has no affiliation with him. Okay. Miguel, I think that Monday or Tuesday, Team Matias was on the Boxing Voice. But prior to that, Miguel, you see, you have to recognize where you are. This is the Strong House. Bill Haney pulled up on me on my live stream. I let him on the panel, and he said, we reached out to Super Del Matias. We went bonkers. I said, oh, shit. Super Del's a killer. Literally, he killed someone in the ring, right? Literally. Well, let's go. Then you find out Super Del's team was like, no, he ain't talked to us. I said, well, what the fuck? Bill was like, Peter Khan called me. So I responded. They said, well, Peter Khan don't work with us. What the fuck? So I did a live stream, Miguel. I pulled up Peter Khan on BoxRec. I didn't say anyone to dox him or anything. I said email him or call his place of business and ask him, why would you call DHP in reference to Super Del Matias business when you're not on Matias' team? I don't know who did it. Probably nobody. But I want to get to the facts. So when Team Matias came to the Boxing Voice, Bill called in and said, all right, the wrong person was speaking to me, but I got the right people now. What's up? Team Matias said his hand is broken or hands are broken. We're healing up. We'll be all right in a couple of months, but we're going to reach back to you in 2 weeks. Y'all remember my live stream? I said this is the longest 2 weeks in the history of man. Month one with January, February, March, April, May, and every now and again I'd ask what happened. You know what happened, Miguel? That boy ain't want to fight. So when you come in here and say, Devin will duck Super Del, you're late. You're a fanatic, and I get it. But do you want the real answers? Or are you comfortable rooting for a guy because he speaks your native tongue? Or he's from your town? Or he's Boricua? I'm talking boxing. I'm not waving pom-poms for no reason. I support fighters for a reason. And when they fuck up, I hold them accountable. Don't care who you are. So this comment that you said, you have no fact to back what you're saying. You're pretty sure Devin will duck. Who is Devin ducked? Nobody. You see this dude on the screen right here, Teofimo? He ducked him. Shakur ducked him. Tank ducked him. Loma ducked him for as long as he could. And then when I say things like that, what happens? Here come the goalpost move. Well, I feel that Loma really won. Bullshit. He got washed because y'all don't know how to score boxing. And I can't trust y'all to look at things with a unbiased eye because y'all don't like Devin anyway. Bill be lying. Bill be capping. What he lie about? I don't like him. Yeah, that's how it goes. Devin's going to duck. Who'd he duck? I think he really lost to Loma. No. Who did he duck? I don't care about your opinion. You don't even know how to score a boxing match. Stick to the topic. Who did he duck? Not one time does anybody motherfucking call Teofimo a duck. Subriel ducked him. That's the truth. All 2024 from January until the 12th. The 12th month of the year. Devin held on to undisputed until the last 2 weeks of the year. Then he said, I can't make 135 no more. So, Miguel, I hope you learned something. I'm passionate when I talk, but you know what? You're not going to call me a liar. Challenge what I said. Tell me I'm wrong. And then tell me what you know. As a matter of fact, this is just for you, Miguel. This is just for you. This is just for you. If you think I'm bullshitting, you gotta recognize where you at. This isn't casual talk, brother. This isn't casual talk. Been there, done that. Okay? All right. Let's get it.
I did one thing that Devin did call, and he said, Dad, what they talking about out there, you know? So you know me, man. Everybody know I like to get active, and I can be kind of messy sometimes, you know. So what I'm gonna come on here and tell you, I don't know how you guys gonna take it. So when Dev asked me what's going on, I said, you know what? The only guy that I know that's been talking shit, I seen him fight one time. They say he tough, and everybody's saying Devin is scared of him. This guy named Matias.
Subriel Matias. Fuck yeah. I told everybody he was gonna whoop his ass. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I reached out to his team.
Oh, million. 4 million.
Yeah, I reached out to his team, and then I gave him an opportunity to say, I said, you know who I am, and are you sure? I waited a couple hours, called back, said that the kid is firm. I said, do you not understand that we didn't get but 2.8 million to go for an undisputed fight all the way across to Australia, and we were a belt holder. Then we didn't get 4 million. We didn't get but 3 million to go when we became undisputed to cross again. And I asked him, I said, is Matias, I thought Devin was the one that was scared of Matias.
So he ducking.
I mean,
can I offer something?
When I say that, and I said everybody, they talk all that shit about who's making this and what's that, and I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But when I say career paydays, you work up to what that payday is, and you justify it by the last guy and what you did and what you bring. It's a ballpark number that you can come up with, Tay, and that's using intelligence as if you want to really make the thing happen.
And I'll land the plane right there. So Miguel, I hope you're still there. I hope you're still there. Miguel, you still there? You still there? Miguel, you still there? I hope you didn't get turned off by the little soundbite. I just play that every now and then.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
I speak of the facts. Miguel, if you're still there, please let me know. Now, Green Villain. He said the most recent lie was he sent Jose Ramirez to the hospital, knowing he didn't. He didn't. It wasn't no locker rooms at the fight, so he was in the ambulance. What are you talking about? When you go to an ambulance, where do you go after you go to the ambulance, Green Villain? What are you talking about? His ribs were... Green Villain, do you know I was there? I was at the fight. I was there. He went to the hospital. He was in the ambulance. He went to the hospital. Devin went to the after party. Jose went to the hospital. What are you talking about, bro? This is a reach. This is what I'm talking about, Green Villain. Listen, I'm looking at you. You're a black man. Stop this. Stop this. Stop. Stop, because now what you're doing is you're reaching now. You said a recent lie, which means there was previous lies. Miguel came in here and made a statement because he thinks he knows something. And he's a Matias fan. I just played for you. Bill pulled up on me randomly. Now watch this. Watch this. Ramirez's team said he was home eating pizza with his family. Who do you believe? Why would you believe Ramirez's team and not what the regular news says? Forget what Bill says and forget what I saw. He may have went home to eat pizza after. Who said that? Who trains him? Garcia, right? Green Villain, is Garcia a liar? Robert Garcia, is he a liar? Is Robert Garcia not a liar? That man is a liar. So whoever said he was home eating pizza with his family, that might be a half-truth, but after his ass went to the hospital up the street, where the hospital at, Thomas? The hospital is the closest hospital from there. I forget. Robert Garcia is a liar, man. He's a whole liar. And if anyone said he was home eating pizza with his family, it was him. It was him. And he's a liar. He went to go eat pizza after his ass got those ribs taped up. That's what happened. Green Villain Mike, stop reaching, man. Stop reaching. You're saying it's a recent lie. So if I asked you, what's the lie prior to that? What are you going to tell me? Rhetorical question. Don't even, let me save you from yourself, brother. Stop this shit. Stop. I'm talking about character flaws, and sometimes, and then you, see, here you go. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Coach Hudson, you see this? This right here. I just had a guy come in here talking about what Devin, he'll duck Teofimo Lopez. I'm like, well, when did Devin duck anybody? He'll duck Superdale Matias. Where are you getting that? Last year, January, we proved that Superdale ducked him. Now they don't even want to talk about it no more. Or they didn't know. Here we have Devin and Bill, who are at the top of the game, a father and son, a black father and son. And we still got brothers and sisters in the ranks doing this. I'm talking about Teofimo being a coward. Somebody came in and talked about Sudel Matias with some bullshit, and I just provided you with a fact. I'm not a casual. I do this shit for real. Ryan Garcia's racist all over, and this brother comes in here bringing up Victor Conti and Bill. Why would you even do that? Why would you do that? And I say, point out a lie. He said the recent lie was that Jose didn't go to the hospital. He was home eating pizza. Who said that? Had to have been Robert Garcia. And Robert Garcia's a liar. Robert Garcia allows Ellie Suckback in his goddamn gym every goddamn day. Who's a notorious racist. Yeah, I'm putting that on him. I don't give a fuck if he's with those 24-karat people. Y'all need to remain on code, man. Remain on code. God damn, man. All of those guys hate Bill and Dev. Ellie Suckback got on here and say, "Oh, after Regis Prograde knocks out Devin Haney." I'm like, what? God damn. He said, "Who's the most boring fighter?" Who's the most boring fighter? He had Devin in the same category as Tommy Fury. That's hate. So Leon Dick says, Leon Dick 31 says, Jesus ducking Devin Haney too, huh? Y'all Haney fans terrible. Who's trying to fight him? Leon Dick, don't block him. I want to see what he says. Who's trying to fight him? You tell me who's trying to fight him. Forget that. Forget Devin, because Devin really doesn't really play into this equation. Tell me, Leon Dick, tell me why Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin for $11 million? Why did he duck Keyshawn Davis for $11 million? And why is he so insistent on fighting Boots when he's not at 147? Green Villain, I don't give a fuck who said it. It was a lie. Or it was a half-truth. They may have been at his house eating pizza with him. Wait a minute. Let me scroll back up here. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question, Green Villain Mike. You said he was home eating pizza. Does Ramirez live in New York? I don't know. Tell me. So here come Leon. You said he was home eating pizza with his family. Does Ramirez live in New York? So after the fight, he went home? Because I don't know, does Ramirez live in New York? Because I don't know. You said he was home eating pizza. Okay. Does he live in New York? Shawa says he lives in California. So how the fuck was he home eating pizza in New York? Does it? Okay, here's my next. I guess he's a millionaire. Does he have property in New York? See, this is what I'm saying. All right, this is what I'm saying. So let's address what Leon Dick says. He says, why is Devin trying to pull up 135 and 140 pounders to 147? What did he? Oh, I'm reading what he's scared to go up there by himself, fight 147 pounder. All right, I can tell English is like your third or fourth language. You got the one up on me if you speak 2 languages, so I commend you for that. Who are you talking about? Who's he pulling up from 135? Who's he pulling up from 140? Who? Now watch this. Leon D31, would you like a link to have this conversation? If you promise to keep it respectful, I will let you on the panel and we can have a conversation. Would you like a link so we can talk? Since you want to do this, I got a little bit of time. I got a little bit of time. I'll give you about 10 minutes. Let me know. No. No. Okay, let's address this. You said Teo is 140, right? Why the fuck was Teofimo trying to fight Boots Ennis? Uh-oh. Shakur's 135. Devin was undisputed at 135, and he declined Devin before he went to 135. Devin was willing to drain himself and still fight Shakur before he went to 140. Shakur said no. Uh-oh. Keyshawn's 135, but he's calling for all the smoke. So there goes that. There goes that. Why does Teo, who's a career 135, want to drain Devin to 140, but wants to fight Boots at 147? Leon, now I asked you, do you want a link so we can have a conversation? I just answered all of those names right there. I don't see Keyshawn beefing about weight. I see Teofimo denying Keyshawn. 135, 140, wherever it is. He don't want no smoke. I just played the conversation. Teofimo could have been fought Devin at 135. He could have been fought him. Leon. Now, do you want a link or not? Let's talk. Let's talk some boxing. And don't look, see, I didn't even bring up Brian Norman. Because Brian Norman was on the show Sunday, and he said Teo ducked us. See, this is elementary shit. Teo's not the victim. Teo was 135 and unified. All he had to do was fight Devin for undisputed. He didn't do it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find this video real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Wait a minute. Damn, man. Let me see. Okay. Slides, okay. We get this for you. You see, when the truth is on your side, you really don't have to. You don't have to do anything else but point. Where is that? Where is that? The fuck is it? Slides, goddamn. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Nope, this ain't it. Slides. God damn. Here we go. Here we go. Don't move the goalposts. Don't talk about Brian Norman there, buddy. See, this how I know. See this right here? This right here, what you just said here? Why didn't he fight Norman? Again, you're new to my show. I just had Brian Norman Sr. on my panel Sunday, bruh. You guys really don't recognize who you talking to, but you're going to learn today. Oh, shit. This shit won't upload. Give me a second. Come on, goddammit. What the fuck is going on? This shit won't upload. All right. Now he want to talk about Brian Norman. Storming Norman. Nope. The real question is, why didn't Teofimo fight Brian Norman Jr.? He ducked him, bruh. Wake up and smell the failure. He ducked him. Tay Jones spoke on it. Hello. Real shit. Got too many of this shit open. I got all kinds of windows open in here. Nope, I got a Teofimo video that I'm gonna share with y'all in 1 second, as soon as I get a hold of it. Copy. Give me 1 second, y'all. Paste. There we go. Now we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna get it. Or are we? There's something wrong with this damn file. God damn that, Miguel. All right, it's not letting me get it. Y'all remember when Teofimo... Oh, here it is. Hopefully it'll upload this time. Now he want to talk about Brian Norman. You see, this is what happens. You know, cats think they're smart, and when you shut down all the doors, there's nowhere to go. They start moving the goalposts. You know, the argument always, oh, well, why my guy got to fight everybody? Well, why not? God damn, an error occurred. Let's try again. Damn, why won't this damn thing upload? Oh man, this is annoying. But anyway, y'all remember when Teofimo said he was gonna throw the belt in the garbage? You know what I'm saying? If he had beat Kambosos, he said, you know what I was gonna do with it. You remember that? They asked him, who do you think wins with George Kambosos and Devin Haney? He said, F both of them. You know what I was gonna do with it had I won. You know what I was gonna do with it. Y'all remember that? See, I don't forget anything, man. I don't forget anything. Yeah, you lucky. Yeah. CLD summer. What are you talking about? You talking to me? Who you talking to? So Leon says, man, I know the entire timeline. Everyone in boxing ducked Haney. If it's to his fans, it's just narratives. Prove me wrong. I asked you about all you coming into the show late with all this emotion. Where are your facts? Teofimo did duck everybody. He did. Devin Haney tried to fight everyone. So you saying you know the entire timeline? Who'd he duck? Shakur ducked him. Tank ducked him. Loma held out for as long as he could. Teofimo's been ducking him 6 years, 7 years now. He was never trying to fight Devin Haney. Never. So yes, Superdale Matias. We're still waiting. Longest 2 weeks in the world. On the Boxing Voice, they told Bill, we'll get back to you in 2 weeks. Haven't heard from him. So when you're done with the emotion, give me the facts. When did somebody send Devin Haney, DHP, a contract for them to say no? Tell me. And I asked you if you wanted a link to come up here and have a conversation. Maybe you know something I don't. I doubt you do. Because all the names I mentioned, they did duck Devin. There was nothing but space and opportunity. And when I bring up the real timeline, all I'm met with is pillow fists. He's chinny, and Ryan really won. And then I asked you, as a boxing supporter, what are you defending exactly? What are you defending? Nothing. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm saying. Who has Dev sent the contract to that they said no besides Shakur and Tio? Those are the main ones. Because when he said he was going to send something to Tank, what did Tank say? What did Leonard Ellaby's nose say? You don't make no offers to Tank. Tank makes the offers. Well, what's the offer? Nothing. Jake Paul. That's the offer. Lamont Roach, where the fuck did he come from? And now look. Now I heard that fight's not, it was supposed to be the 16th. That's not solidified now. I wonder why. Maybe Fred is right. Prime 7 ties with the PBC. Speaking of liars, Green Villain, is Tank Davis a liar? You remember the 7-fight deal? More lucrative, more financially lucrative than anything that Floyd Mayweather has ever done? What happened to that? That was a lie. He was asked, hey, man, you going to fight Devin and Shakur on the way out? He said, I never said that. That's a lie. He's going to duck Superdale Matias. Bill said, well, I spoke to the team. No, you didn't. You spoke to Peter Khan. Okay, well, I'm talking to y'all now. What's up? We'll get back to you in 2 weeks. That was a lie. It was all a lie. Green Villain, it was a lie. All of it. So you're nitpicking. You're saying, who has he sent the contract to? And they said no, besides Shakur and Teo. I just ran down the timeline. They wanted Superdale Matias. Nothing. They wanted Tank. Nothing. Wanted Shakur. Shakur said no. I know my worth. Turned around and fight. He fought De Los Santos. Did he make more money fighting De Los Santos than he did what he would have made with Devin? No. I know for a fact no. And Teofimo, it's going on 7 years now. That boy don't want to fight. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all absolutely gotta stop. Y'all have to stop. I know y'all hate this kid. But talk about what's going on. If I can get on here and say, look, man, Teofimo, he schooled Josh Taylor. That's what happened. My hate is insignificant. I got to talk about what happened. Ryan beat up Duarte and stopped him. I said he looked good. Go look at my post fight. I said he looked good in that fight. That's what happened. Y'all turn around and say, oh, Ryan sells seats. Do you know Regis Prograis and Devin Haney was a week before Ryan Garcia versus Oscar Duarte? Ryan Garcia wasn't on pay-per-view, and he fought at the Toyota Center, and after the Toyota Center was shut off. Is he the star that y'all say he is? Or does he need a dance partner? Uh-oh. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I hope this answers your question, Green Villain. Stop the bullshit. Stop the hate for 2 seconds and listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. There's something called being wrong and strong. Don't be wrong and strong. I can tell by how you're typing. No, you're not saying what I'm saying, brother. Because this comment right here, you're saying, who has Dev sent the contract to that they said no? Were you asking me a question? You said, well, I just explained to you. Okay, so if you just answered me a question, then I just answered it. If you wasn't being sarcastic, then I just answered your question. I hope I answered your question. Teofimo Lopez is the biggest duck in boxing history. As of this morning, this was some bullshit. Leon, you absolutely hate Devin. You came in here flinging mud immediately. You saying lies and narrative. Okay, Leon, first of all, I asked you if you want a link to come up here and talk to me. You haven't answered that. And look, language is important, y'all. No one hates Devin. We just don't like lies and narratives. Dev a nice little boxer. Look at that. He's a nice little boxer. That's what he said. But he's in between a rock and a hard place, and you're trying the best to get him from under it. What rock and a hard place? He was making 20 mil. Don't matter who he fight next. What rock and hard place? He's the A side in this whole equation. All Teofimo had to do was say yes. Why ain't he say yes? Why didn't Teofimo say yes? Why didn't Tank Davis say yes to the 50 mil to come to Saudi and punch Devin in the face? Why didn't he say yes? Why didn't Shakur say yes to his first time on pay-per-view, right? Devin was going to be drained as per what Shakur said. Y'all remember that? He's going to be drained. You remember that? First time on pay-per-view, he was going to be drained. His highest payday and a shot at all 4 belts, a fight that was winnable because Devin was going to be drained, and he still said no. He still said no. Devin went ahead to go to 140 and beat up Regis Prograis and become a new champion. And what did Shakur do? He stunk up the joint according to media. I didn't say he stunk up the joint. I said he boxed De Los Santos beautifully. But what did ESPN do to him? They showed everyone leaving the goddamn arena. I said, man, that's fucked up. Why they doing that to that kid? That's what I said. He'd have did better fighting Devin Haney. He'd have did better financially, and the potential of him becoming undisputed in one fight was phenomenal. He said no. So what's the narrative in that? Where's the lie? for that nice little boxer who's in a rock and a hard place. What rock and a hard place? Teo could have fought Devin next. He said no. Could have fought Keyshawn. He said no. He goes to Boots, said, Boots, man, why am I fighting him? Now, mind you, Leon, you just said Devin is too big. That's what you basically just said. Boots is a full 147, and when he rehydrates, he got to be about 160. But Devin is too big? You sound like a Tank fan. Devin's too big, but you knocked out Mario Barros at 140. Stop me when I'm lying, Leon. Go ahead. Jose, what up? Green Villain says, when did... See what I mean, family? When did they offer Tank 50 mil? You don't know about that? Turki Al-Sheikh said, I got 50 mil. He said, Tank, come to Saudi, fight Devin Haney. Tank said, give me 2 Ferraris. Turki said, I got 2 gloves for you. That's what happened. And we never got the fight. The fight never happened. Ask the chat, am I lying on that? That's what happened. 50 mil, he said, give me 2 Ferraris. Say what? It's official. Leon is a fucking idiot. He said, who said Devin's too big? Coach Cal said Devin is too big, Leon. Coach Cal said that. Marco asked him, are you going to fight Devin Haney? He said, at what weight, though? That's what he said. Everybody in 2023 and the majority of 2024 said Devin is a weight bully. Everybody said that. Where are you? Where were you? Huh? All we found out was Tank fans are idiots and Tank can't count. 50 million, 2 Ferraris. 50 million, 2 Ferraris. 50 million, 2 Ferraris. How much does a Ferrari cost? And if it did cost 50 million, why am I buying that car to drive it around the Bronx? For what? What the fuck? Huh? He ducked Devin. That weight bully shit was specifically so Tank ain't have to fight him. What do you mean, who said Tank? When did you start watching boxing, Leon? What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm going to stop right here. Ladies and gentlemen, further proof, people have to qualify to talk boxing to you. You had one person come in here talking about Super Del Matias, and I showed him how Bill pulled up on me and explained what happened with Super Del Matias. You have someone else talking about Devin is a super B-side. Of course, but that B-side shit don't fly with Turki Al-Sheikh. Turki Al-Sheikh had more upfront money than Tank Davis ever made. And everyone tells me that Tank is going to knock out Devin. Well, there was nothing but space and opportunity. This little motherfucking monkey said, give me 2 Ferraris. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Meanwhile, I asked this dude, does he want a link so we could talk? But he wants to type, so we already know what type of time he's on. Everybody says Devin's a weight bully. But they say a lot of shit except fight, don't they? Thank you, Jose. I never said that. I never said Devin was a weight bully. That's what these motherfuckers say. And you, look, you said he is a weight bully, but I thought you said I just stated Dev was too big. You just said he's a weight bully in the same sentence. What is wrong with you? Read it, y'all. He is a weight bully, but I thought you said I just stated that Dev was too big. In the same sentence, at the beginning of the sentence, you just said he's a weight bully. What are you doing, dude? All right, I'm going to stop right here. This is ridiculous. And by the way, Tank said Devin was too big. His fans said Devin was too big. Coach Cal told Marco, he said, at what weight, though, to insinuate that he was too big. Meanwhile, that motherfucker went up to 140 and caught a knockout. Meanwhile, I know people that have watched Tank spar that told me he spars niggas 10 times bigger than him. Leonard Ellaby says, oh, he be beating up guys that are heavyweight. Ellaby says shit like that. You gotta stop this shit. Stop, cut it out, man. And mind you, whatever weight you set, when has Devin ever missed weight? When has Devin ever missed weight? You know who's missed weight? Tank. Whoa! Go! You know who missed weight? Shakur. Whoa! Go! Okay. Cut the bullshit now. Devin's never missed weight. Now, y'all want to talk about rehydrating? Go ahead and put a rehydration clause on him. He's professional. He proved that fighting Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia missed weight. Devin still fought him. He didn't put no rehydration clause on him. Devin still fought him. Ryan popped dirty. And I still got you niggas in here talking like Devin's the villain. No. As a matter of fact, Devin's the A side now. I don't give a fuck. And if Tank fuck around and don't beat Lamont Roach, that shit is over. By the way, what's the official date for the Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight? I don't have one yet. Look. Idiocy. Dev, Duck, Tank, and Shakur. We going 140, bro. All right. This kid is a certified dick blower. Now, I'm not going to block you, but I do recall asking whether you want to come up here and talk to me. You try to remain safe in the chat, where you're not really. You're not safe. You got red dots all over your body, about 125 of them. Devin couldn't make 135 no more, but on the way out, he wanted Loma. He got that. He wanted Shakur. Shakur said no. And Tank asked for 2 Ferraris. Bruh. So what the fuck was he supposed to do? Still waiting on that phone call from Superdale Matias? You said, I got a couple minutes. Now send the link. No, nigga, because I don't. I tried to get you to come up here goddamn 10 minutes ago. Now you're done. Fuck out of here. You don't want to talk boxing. It's clear you just want to argue and talk to me. Like I said, family, you have to qualify. You have to qualify. Leon, you don't qualify at all. If there's something you don't know, your ego is too big. That you can't. Oh, yeah, here we go. Of course. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm at work. I'm glad you got a job. Male employment is up. And I say that in all seriousness. It's hard out here. But keep working, man. Keep working. You're clearly a Devin Haney hater. And you are pro what Devin Haney stands against. And that's the bullshit. That's Teofimo Lopez. That's Shakur or Shakap Sanchez. Right? And that's Tank Davis. That's it. That's it. And see, this is evidence. You ducked the smoke for 20 straight minutes. Now I got to go. Now I got to go. You ducked smoke for straight 20 minutes. You just want to talk to me. You just want to talk to me. That's all it is. Like most Devin Haney haters. This is Tank fans, this is Teofimo Lopez fans. This is a little bit of Shakur fans. This is what they do. And you're acting like a little bitch right now. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. Shout out to the Godfather. You can't shame me. You're here. You're on my channel. I'm connected. You're not. You want to come up here and badmouth Devin? You're not going to do it. It's not work. I done spit enough facts this morning, more than a little bit. And I still didn't get off of the point that Teofimo Lopez is a full-fledged duck. like Tank, duck. Like Shakur, ducked. Devin Haney's the only person getting busy out here. 20 mil was his split from what I heard. There you go. But this motherfucker was finna make 11 versus Keyshawn too. Same bread. And he said no. Pussy. Leon's hearing all these facts. Can
I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on?
You want to hear another lie? You want to hear another lie? Here, I got you.
You say before you retire, you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I say that? I never said that. But I would for sure. But I never said before I retire I want to fight them too. I never said that. You said
new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. You get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
whoever you name, they could be in it.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Man, y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out. Tank, caught in a lie. You're full of shit. Leon, the only bad press that Devin is getting is coming from pipsqueaks like you. And you're done. Fuck out of here. Goodbye. Throwback AOL. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're done. Ladies and gentlemen, further proof, you have to qualify to talk boxing. All he wanted to do was come up here and badmouth Devin and talk spicy to me. In defense of what? Teofimo ducking? Because this is what the show is about. It's about Teofimo ducking. He came up here to talk about Devin. This is really about what Keyshawn said. He should be up here saying, yo, fuck Keyshawn. Well, go cook him. Go get at him on Twitter. He'll entertain you. But what's the bottom line? Teo said no again. Bitch. But y'all tune in to Blue Blood Sports TV tonight, 7:30. He's debating Punch Drunk Boxing, who's friends with this guy. I want to see what he has to say. I want to say. So here comes Green Villain. He says, play the clip where Dev said, I will go back to 135 before the Regis fight. And he said, I'm not going back to 135. So the fuck what? His body can't take it no more. And guess what? I'm cool with that. You want me to play the clip of Shakur? Because I had the camera right in Shakur's face when he said, oh, nah, to fight Conor Benn at 154. Oh, nah. He reneged on that. He reneged on that. He reneged on that. He totally did. But that's allowed. Ain't no 1,000 videos about that, though, right? He said he'll fight Conor Benn at 54. I had the camera right in his face. And he said, oh, nah. Exactly. I stood next to Conor Benn. I said, nah, this dude's bigger than Shakur. He's bigger than Shakur. So, Green Villain, you keep reaching. You keep reaching. He's allowed to change his mind. He didn't lie. He changed his mind. He said, man, I feel good at 140. Before the Regis fight, he said, I'll go back to 135. 135. After the Regis fight, he felt good. He said, man, fuck. No, I don't think it's bullshit. I don't think it's bullshit. You see, Green Villain, you're firing shots. You think I'm not catching what you're doing. You're making yourself look bad, bro. You're making yourself look bad. And it's not bullshit. He said, I'll do whatever. And then he felt good beating Regis Prograde's ass. They said, nah, you know what? Fuck that. And you know what? I agree with him. Especially now. Because when you do what the crowd wants you to do, it goes unappreciated. You get the Ryan Garcia results. And the reality is, what he should have did was fought homie on the undercard. Because Ryan Garcia was fucking dirty. Dirty. Devin Haney is the only motherfucker out here trying to fight his contemporaries. Everybody else is not. He was at 145 and tried to get the smoke with everybody. Now you brought that shit up about Devin. You ain't say shit about the shit with Shakur. That shit that Devin said was literally last year. Shakur just said that. I have it on video. I was standing right in front of him. Nobody said anything. Tank had moles in Ryan Garcia's camp, breaking up his ribs, telling him what he's eating in the morning or what he didn't eat in the morning. Y'all don't say shit. It's Tank. Y'all niggas pick and choose, man. Well, it's DHP all day, so fuck you very much. General's on, I'm way past my time. Just remember,
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Pep Talk tonight, man. New Patreon is up. Go subscribe to my Patreon. Chicks is shitty. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.